April the 6th every year, we celebrate the International Day for Sports for Development and Peace. And the Commonwealth Secretariat, just about 2 days ago, they put together an event to usher us into the celebration of that International Day for Sport for Development and Peace. It's the 8th Commonwealth debate, Yemi. What was that debate all about? It had a theme: artificial intelligence is the answer to accelerating the power of sports to help achieve the sustainable development goals by 2030. Because everyone is talking about AI now. How can we bring it into sports? Particularly that we know that sports is so powerful. Now, using AI, can it help us accelerate those goals that we have, set for the Sustainable Development Goals for 2030? So the Commonwealth Secretariat, they had that debate. There were panelists for those who supported and those who were against. I wasn't part of it, but Lane Robinson is the head of social policy development at the Commonwealth Secretariat. He joins us now on the program. Good evening, Wayne. Welcome again to Sports Tonight.
No, thank you very much. Thank you for having me this evening again. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, Lane, good to have you on the show. I just talked about the debates that you guys had at the Commonwealth Secretariat. Now, after listening to those propositions, do you agree that artificial intelligence can actually help in accelerating the sustainable development goals so we can achieve them by 2030?
No, so this was the crux of the matter. This is what the debate was about. So the debating teams had the opportunity to work together to persuade a live audience and an online audience which argument held sway. Well, the results of this, sport in policy discussion, if you will, were those who opposed the moot. They said no. Artificial intelligence is not the answer, It is probably part of the solution, but it's not the answer. They won the debate. But I think it was instructive for us to listen in and to weigh up these arguments about the role and the contribution of artificial intelligence, because it's sort of a popular thing. And the Commonwealth is interested in facilitating these kinds of conversations, because whatever is innovative, whatever is going to help our countries, we're interested to pursue and to support that.
That's right. The last time you were here, we're talking about football for good. Now we're talking about the power of sports, particularly in helping the society. Now, going away from that debate and what you guys are doing at the Commonwealth Secretariat, does sports actually have the power to transform societies?
Well, this is what we believe in the Commonwealth, and so there are a few sustainable development goals that we think sport actually has a real direct benefit on. For example, health. We have a lot of non-communicable diseases, obesity, risk factors around healthy lifestyles, living and eating healthy, obesity. These issues are critical. Diabetes, these lifestyle illnesses are beginning to affect many of our member states in the Commonwealth disproportionately. And so we believe sports has a contribution to make in helping to manage and to reduce those non-communicable diseases, diabetes, obesity, through physical activity and good diet. And so we've been connecting those dots, linking our sports ministries department, our sports stakeholders with our health stakeholders, and saying to them, let's work together to reduce that. That's just one example. There are others. We believe sport can help with encouraging peaceful and cohesive societies. We believe it can help with gender equality, promoting gender equality. We're seeing a lot of that now. We believe that sport can help with bringing inclusiveness into society where persons with disabilities are concerned. So we believe sport can actually be, not the panacea. It doesn't solve all the problems, but it can certainly be the vehicle through which we communicate many of these society's goals and objectives.
That's right. I'll also hand you over to my colleague in Lagos. But just tell me, we're getting ready for the International Day of Sports for Development and Peace. That's an important day to every one of us that have been involved in sports. Now, going back to the significance of that debate that you guys had last week, this week, Tuesday, what are some of the things that came out of that discussion that you think we can use in celebrating that International Day? And once again, add our voices, let people understand that sports actually does have the power to promote development and give us sustainable peace.
No, thank you so much. I mean, the big point that came out is that sport should not put its head in the sand. Sports sector, media, you colleagues that are part of that industry. we shouldn't put our heads in the sand with respect to technology and artificial intelligence. What really came out was sports needs to be at the forefront of that. It shouldn't be left behind. Other sectors are gravitating towards the use of AI. We shouldn't be afraid to have constructive conversations about how AI can help. And in the Commonwealth, we have been bold enough to try that. The Secretary General has launched a consortium, all the big tech companies trying to see how we can put innovative use cases like sport with artificial intelligence and give good results for our countries. And it's working. We're seeing lots of innovative ways that sports can work through AI to do this, to bring people together, to deal with the issues around, as I mentioned, inclusiveness in sport, to deal with helping people have better health outcomes in sport. We're seeing that already beginning to take shape in the Commonwealth.
Right.
All right, let me just quickly throw this in from Lagos. Thanks for joining us again. From this part of the world, a lot of people will be interested in when you're talking about bridging the gap, social inequalities, and they'll be looking at the Commonwealth and its partners and some of the ways they can benefit. So the youths listening to you, they make up more than 60% of the population. Should they be excited? Should they be expecting some steps from the Commonwealth to ensure that they benefit from some of these things that the Commonwealth is beginning to explore, to think about, to bridge the gap and, tackle some of these inequalities?
Absolutely. No, thank you so much. I mean, this is one of the main things that the Commonwealth is promoting. We have a program called AI for Youth that is free to every young person in the world, that will allow them to get certification from industry partners like Intel on their knowledge and understanding of AI and the basics and the fundamentals of how to use it in solving some of the problems that they have in their own country context. So this is one of the programs that I'm happy to tell you about at another time, maybe in full. But AI for Youth has been launched. Any young person anywhere in the Commonwealth, including in Nigeria and in Africa, can benefit from the course. It's free. We're not charging anyone for it. It's fully funded. And young people can really take advantage of that. And the reason we're doing that is because we don't want young people in the global south to be left behind. Some of the developed countries will run away with some of these new technologies and will steam ahead with creating new jobs and new opportunities. Well, in the Commonwealth, we have a large proportion of young people and a large proportion of small and vulnerable states. And we don't want them to be left behind. So we have worked with industry partners through a huge consortium of industry sector leaders to bring programs like AI for Youth to young people in their countries. We're also doing the same thing, by the way, for the public sector, because we also don't want our governments to be left behind with this technology revolution. And so those programs are available. You can go to the Commonwealth's website, you can download the courses, take them at your own pace, and we can include them in curricula for schools and make sure that no young person in the Commonwealth is left behind with this, particularly those in small and vulnerable states.
That's right. Lane, I must say thank you so much for your time on the show tonight. We appreciate everything you guys are doing at the Commonwealth Secretariat for the Development of Sports worldwide. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Have a good evening.